Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some RuneScape, shall we? Picking up where we left off with our questing adventure, and we're going to see what quest it's on the docket for this evening. Alex, Episcocat, Shane, good evening, good to see you. Alright, so let me kind of work on my bank and my treasure hunter really quickly. Get all this stuff sorted out. I was doing some dailies earlier, and that required me to do some random summoning and other odds and ends. And I'm just going to keep on working here to raise my fighting. And it looks like I'm fighting a lich. Oh boy, I got some cash bags. How about that? Bank. Okay. And then we can use all of these to try to raise up our strength. There we go. Hot dog, good evening. Good to see you. Alright. So, this is my melee outfit, which, you know, I'll try it out. See what we can do here. I just need to get a bunch of food. And then let's not forget my legend cape. Good. Okay. So in this case, we're going to push F3 and we're going to check out our questing and see where we're at. Alright, so looks like there is a quest here called Do No Evil, but I think that's further down the list. That's a desert quest. We're not going to do this one because we don't have level 70 Slayer. I think we are on this quest. Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf. So, that is the one that looks like it's right. Although Recipe for Disaster, I'm ready for, but I need to talk to Awogoge. I don't know if I can finish this. I think my cooking skill needs to be higher. Oh, cool. Shane, I'm so glad you enjoyed those Cyberpunk videos. Yeah, you know what? That game is awesome. I don't know why I keep bouncing off of it, but someday I need to actually make progress in Cyberpunk because there's so much there. So let's do Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf. We're going to set this active, and we need to talk to Commander Veldabon in the Blackguard headquarters on the western side of Keldagrim. Okay, sure, we can do that. So, the Blackguard headquarters, if I'm thinking of the right place, it's just over here by Falador, but I might have the wrong place in mind. Okay. So let's see. I'm just trucking around, showing people how much I enjoy farming. All right. And let's see. Let me look at the map, actually. Yeah, this is the Dwarven Mine. This is not the headquarters. So I need to go... maybe it's the one with the cannons. I've done a lot of Dwarven work. A lot of Dwarven work. Alright, so let's see. That's Asgarnia. Oh, I'm in Asgarnia, which is the wrong place to be. Let's see. Kandarin. Let me look at this. Oh, it's over here near the Fremenic stuff. Okay. Oh, it's rooted. Well, then there you go. You know what, Shane? That's a great question. I actually have Stranded Deep. I can't remember which service if it's either through Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation, but I keep meaning to try it. Is it good? Alright, so now I'm over here, and, well, I've got the dots. So I'll use the dots, and they want me to go over here. We need to help a Chaos Dwarf. Alright, so I could go through the cave entrance. I don't have much other choices, so let's go this way. Oh, you know what, Sir Theodore? Yes. I'm not sure if I know what you're going to say, but I looked at the short story for a moment, and then I saw it on my phone, so I didn't have time to read it. Should I read it? Nickman, good evening. Oh, right. Yes, you're right. It does teleport me right into Keldagrim. Okay, so let me find it. Give me one moment, everybody. I'm going to pull up this story that Sir Theodore has linked. I don't know if there's another way for me to get to it. Where are you? Let's see. Oh, Sir Theodore, where is that post that you put? Was it in general chat? Yes, I found it. Okay. All right. So, this story is called The Coat Thief. Hey, Karadan, good evening. I'm so glad you're enjoying the Power World videos. I'm having a blast with it too. More of those are coming in. Okay. Nice, Karadan. I know, it's that kind of game, isn't it? All right. So this story here, you should be able to see it on the screen, is called The Coat Thief. It was written by Commander Veldebond of the Keldagrim Blackguard 3 weeks before the forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf quest. There's even a picture. All right. So let's see here. She walked into the Blackguard headquarters in the middle of the day, shooting a very brief smile at the guard on the door. Eyes like gemstones, hair like a seam of gold in old man Dondakan's mine. She wore a great bearskin coat dyed purple and red, but she didn't walk like someone who could afford that coat. She moved in spurts, like a badly oiled machine, jumping and catching. She spurted over to me and caught. Commander Veldebond? I nodded. Most people don't need to ask who I am. Commander, I need your help. There was alcohol on her breath, and I reckoned that was where her confidence was coming from. My brother's gone missing, she said. He was in Keldagrim East, on his way to the cart station. I'll tell you what. This is hilarious. Like, what this reminds me of right now is very much like a noir detective story. You know, it's like the damsel in distress coming to ask the private investigator, like, to help out with something. Like, my brother's missing, you know. So let's see how this goes. I sat down, gestured for her to do the same. She perched on the edge of the chair for a moment, as if she wasn't sure it could take her weight. Then she pushed herself back and crossed one leg over the other. You got a name, I asked. Hilda, she said. Tell me what happened, Hilda. He was walking down by the palace south wall, she said. I waited for him. at the cart station, but he never showed. I frowned. What was he doing? By the palace south wall. That's not the best way to the cart station. A brief look of panic flashed across her face, but she managed to turn it into innocent surprise. It's not? She fluttered the lashes over her gemstone eyes and adjusted the coat to reveal a little more leg. Oh man, this is hilarious. Yes, this is like, she's coming to talk to like Humphrey Bogart. I ignored that. Where were you heading on the carts? I asked. She was flustered for another moment, but this time she came back confrontational. Why does it matter? It matters, I said, because I don't like being lied to. The door opened noisily. Another woman was standing in the entrance, all upturned nose and diamond earrings. Commander Veldebond, she bellowed. Then she spotted Hilda and shrieked like a factory steam whistle. My coat! That girl stole my coat! The newcomer was gesticulating in the doorway, but her path inside was blocked for the moment by a throng of blackguards. Hilda leaned forward and hissed, I need your help, Commander. Would you really have talked to me if I'd looked like I was from the East? Of course I would, I said. Hilda stood up and gave me a disdainful look. Really? I knew she was right. I'd have talked to her if she got to me, but she wouldn't have got that far looking like she was from Keldagrim East. I made a decision. Hilda was taking off the coat. I stood and helped her out of it, and then took it to the lady at the door. This young lady found your coat and was turning it in, I said. She stole it, the woman squealed. I was in the market and I had it under my arm and she just snatched it. I gave her my most patronizing smile while patting the coat into her hand. Please, ma'am, are you saying she stole your coat and then brought it here when she knew you'd be coming here to report the theft? But of course she stole it. She's just a petty thief from Keldagrim East. The lady kept staring at Hilda as if the very sight of her was offensive. But now that she had the coat in her hand, her anger was dissolving. I made some reassuring noises and maneuvered her out of the door. What are reassuring noises, I wonder? Hilda was sitting down again, glaring at me, as if she didn't know I'd done her a favor. I reached out a hand. You'd better show me where you last saw your brother. I reached over to the desk and opened up my cigar box. I pulled out some booze from the top shelf and poured myself a tall glass. I sat back into the chair, lit the cigar, and prompted her to go further. She kept on glaring at me, but she took my hand. I hadn't been to Keldagrim East for years, not properly. Not off the main thoroughfares between the palace and the cart station at the riverboat. I'd patrolled east when I was a beat guard, but the head of the Keldagrim Blackguard mostly stays in the headquarters in Keldagrim West. That's awesome, Karadan. Thank you so much for watching RuneScape. I know, isn't it the most relaxing thing? It's so great. Right, Keldagrim East is the kind of rough and tumble other side of the tracks. So she had to, pull a little subterfuge to get in here and talk to the big commander. The noise and the smell hit me as soon as we crossed the bridge. People are packed pretty close together in East. The large buildings are all factories and workshops. The people mostly live in the natural enclaves in the cavern's walls, huddled around little fire pits and with blankets strung up for privacy. The cavern roof is low and the light from the factory's furnaces shines off it hellishly. The industrial smoke and the dust from the mines choke up the air. Hilda seemed to transform as we joined the throng. In West, her confidence had been forced, with an awkward skittishness always showing through. Here in East, her confidence was effortless. She took me south around the outside of the palace. The palace stands in the middle of the city, straddling the river. You could see it from anywhere, but it's more imposing when viewed from east. In front of the entrance on the west side there's a garden, but the east door opens straight onto the bare cavern floor. The wall towered over us, great blocks of dark stone and iron buttresses, with little warm windows from which the company leaders could look out at their factories and workers. I'd been up there with the company leaders dozens of times. It looked a bit different from down here. Hilda led me to a place around the south of the palace, where a little street led down to the river in between the palace wall and a row of little iron shacks. One of the shacks was half built, with a heap of short iron poles standing at the side of the street. The statue was visible, standing on its island in the river. Old King Alvis, with his head replaced by one of the company leaders. Now, I was a part of that, I admit. Hey, Paul Light, good evening, my friend. Indeed. This is the place, said Hilda. She stopped glaring at me, but there was still a prideful resentment in her voice. She was asking for my help, but she was too proud to beg for it. He'd been laid off at the blast furnace, she said. He was doing odd jobs, and I shut her up with a raised hand and ignored her annoyed look. There was one other figure in the street, leaning against the palace wall. It had spotted my uniform and was acting strangely. He was a bulky man, draped in heavy sheets that obscured his face, with only a scraggly red beard showing. He moved away from the wall as if startled when he saw me. When he noticed I was looking at him, he started to run, up toward where Hilda and I stood. There was no way out of the street at the other end. It looked like he was trying to get past us and escape into the city. If someone thinks I've got a reason to chase them, then I probably have, even if I don't know what it is yet. I drew my warhammer and moved to intercept. Stop! Blackguard! He didn't react to my shout. I misjudged the man's movements and stepped the wrong way as he darted between Hilda and me. Hilda was faster. She lunged at the man's feet, trying to trip him. He was heavier than she'd thought. They both went sprawling, crashing into the heap of iron poles and sending them ringing across the street. He ended up on top of her, making some snarling sound, more like an animal than a dwarf. He wasn't getting up. He was raising a fist, as if as the sheet fell aside, I saw a metal gauntlet. I ran and swung the warhammer around, striking the top of his head. Oh, goodness. It rebounded with a muffled clang, and the rags fell away to reveal a tin pot helmet. I'd stunned him, and he rolled sideways, groggily, as Hilda scrambled out from under him. I planted a boot on his chest. He struggled, trying to knock me aside. He was snarling louder now, white flecks of spittle clinging to his beard, and as he moved his head, his eyes seemed to flash from the holes in his helmet. They were red, like a furnace, seeming to shine with their own light. Unnatural. I'm placing you under arrest, I said, digging my foot in for emphasis. He kept writhing, like he couldn't hear me. I clipped my warhammer back to my belt and grabbed one of his flailing hands. With my left hand, I reached for a rope and for my belt to bind him. Even after the concussion, he was freakishly strong. He pulled me aside, roaring triumphantly, and began climbing to his feet. I reached for the hammer, but I didn't have time to draw it again, as the man raised a gauntleted fist. Hey, Swifty, good evening. Is that what this is, Sir Theodore? No, it looks different than that. It's something magical at work here. There was a metallic thud and he fell forward. Hilda was standing behind him, panting furiously, an iron pole in her hands. There was a vicious shine in her eyes. That second blow to the head had been too much for him. He was unconscious. Hilda bent forward to look as I rolled him onto his back and lifted off the helmet. "What is it?" asked Hilda, amazed and revolted. He was like no dwarf I'd ever seen in Keldagrim. His skin was dark red and had a rough texture, and it seemed to glow from within with like lava. Even unconscious, his face was locked in a grimace of rage. He smelled of sulfur and radiated unmistakable heat. The heat was growing stronger. I stepped back and Hilda did the same. The dwarf's skin glowed brighter and bright red, and then began to disintegrate, crumbling in on itself like wood curling up in a fire. In less than a minute he was gone, leaving only a few bones and some scorched armor fragments in a thinning cloud of black smoke. "Great Gothic," said Hilda. She raised a hand to her mouth, as if she were about to gag. She didn't, but she started walking away, not looking at the remains. I went after her. Her hands were shaking. Mine were too. "Are you all right?" I asked. "Great Gothic," she said again. She took my hand. "I need a drink." "I'll buy you one." Chaos Dwarf indeed, Paul. You know what's interesting? I have to say, my only experience, correct me if I'm wrong, with what I've played so far with Chaos Dwarfs is just fighting them in the Taverley dungeon. I mean, I think there's some down there, right? Or am I mistaken? Are those just Chaos Druids? There's other Chaos shenanigans going on down there, but maybe I have it the wrong way of it. She took me to a bar called the Laughing Miner. There was a man smelling of beer, swaying in the street next to it, wearing a sandwich board and trying to entice people inside. I know this sandwich board guy. Oh, I've seen more? Okay, great, Sir Theodore. I found a plot from the red, like, is that the evil mercenary group or the evil dwarf group, and they were trying to make Chaos Dwarves? Right, the Red Axe. That's what it is. Okay. Interesting. All right. So we're in the Laughing Miner, sandwich board guy. He didn't seem to be having much luck. The inside was empty, except for a couple of miners hunched over bowls of stew. The walls were bare stone with just a couple of grimy paintings, snow-capped mountains and blue skies. They didn't add color to the place so much as underline its grayness. You know what I love about this? I love the fact that somebody was like writing this story. Let me zoom in on it so it's a little easier for you to see. Somebody was like writing this story, and they were using the actual location, you know, of Keldagrim and just describing what's inside the Laughing Miner. You know, like, I'm sure if I go in there, I'm going to see a couple of paintings with, you know, the mountains and stuff. And it's just like they're incorporating all of it into the lore. It's pretty great, using the source material like that. When the barmaid saw me coming in, she surreptitiously kicked shut a cellar door, sending a big white cat stalking archly away. I pretended I hadn't noticed. I'm not the kind of blackguard commander to start a futile crackdown on gambling dens, especially when it looks like they're the only fun people are getting. All the bar sold was beer by the pint and stew by the bowl. I mean, yes, Episcocat, that's what I was actually thinking about when I was reading it, is I know Sir Theodore enjoys them, I'm sure you do too, and just, you know, seeing how people incorporate that. Like, I'm 100% positive that if I go to the bar Indeed, I will be able to buy there is beer and stew. You know what I mean? Like by the bowl and by the pint. It's awesome. I got a bill for a beer, rather, each for me and Hilda. Hilda grabbed her drink as soon as I set it down and took a deep swig. She crossed her eyes for a moment, and her hand stopped shaking. "What was that?" she asked. "I've never seen anyone who looks like that." "I have," I said, "but not in the city. That was a chaos dwarf." She gave me a quizzical look, head to one side. They worship Zamorak, the chaos god," I said, "but they're not really dwarves anymore. They're changed, not natural. No one knows why." I took a sip of the beer. It was unexceptional stuff. There are groups of them living in caves across the world and in the wilderness. They've been increasing in numbers these last few years. No one knows why that is, either. She sipped slowly. That's a lot of things for the head of the city guard not to know. Before today, I didn't need to know. I've never seen one in the city before. I took a gulp of the beer. When I put the glass down, I found Hilda's fingers wriggling themselves into mine. Oh boy. She had her head bowed, looking up at me through those eyelashes. "I guess you saved my life," she said. "Please," I said. "You don't need to flirt with me to make me help you." She squeezed my hand. "I know. Whoa, it's heating up. This story is heating up those gemstone eyes." When I got back to headquarters, Lieutenant Bray told me to get straight up to Supreme Commander BC's office. The old man was behind his desk, surrounded by stacks of paper, a spot of light wobbling on his bald head as he worked. He glanced at me across the top of a report and then pointedly finished reading it before gesturing me to his desk. "Supreme Commander," I said, "we've got a problem in East. I may need more guards to..." He cut me off by slamming a stack of paper onto the desktop. "Commander Veldebon, where do you think you've been?" "I went east. I was investigating a missing person report." "You're the head of the Keldagrim Guard," said BC. "You only show your face personally in high-profile cases. Otherwise, you stay here to coordinate. You can't go traipsing off to investigate every disturbance in East." I began, but something about the way he'd spoken made me stop. "High-profile cases like what?" I asked. "There's been a report filed against you. The wife of one of the company leaders. She says she saw her coat being stolen, and you let the thief go." "Okay, Caradon, thank you so much for stopping in, my friend. I'll check you in some more Pal World videos and RuneScape as it's coming." So apparently, my placating, soothing sounds that I made as I closed the door on this lady were not sufficient. "The coat was returned," I said. "There was some money missing from the pockets." I kept my face impassive. BC sighed. "So, what was it you found in East?" "A chaos dwarf." "A chaos dwarf?" BC put the report onto a stack and frowned at me across the expanse of polished stone. "So where is this chaos dwarf? Did it get away?" "We subdued it," I said, "but it vanished." "It vanished." "It must have been a magic effect. It just burned up." BC's frown was deepening. "Have you been drinking, Veldebon?" I gritted my teeth before replying. "Yes, sir." BC was on his feet in an instant. His face was red, and the white hairs of his beard stood out like sparks in a forge. "You go off to East with no warning, and then you come back smelling of alcohol and talking about chaos dwarves. Chaos dwarves who conveniently vanish before you could produce proof." Now, I don't mean to be out of turn with this, but is it unusual for a dwarf to be drinking? Like, I guess even if he's on duty, like maybe I'm just going like too deep in dwarf stereotype, dwarf fortress level, but I mean in dwarf fortress the dwarves are always drinking. Okay. There was no talking back to the Supreme Commander when he was in that mood, but I tried anyway. I'm not. In Dwarf Fortress, that's all they consume is beer. What's that bar that's like right off of Taverley? Like when you go into the mountain pass, it's just full of dwarves drinking. Hey, and I mean, I'm not being speciesist. It just seems like alcohol's ever present. Like, doesn't ceramic drink on duty? Like, wasn't there a quest where I got ceramic, like, beer after beer on duty? Yeah, exactly, Fady. Good evening. Exactly. Very fond of the drink and industry. All right. There's still a problem in East. One missing person, maybe more. For Guthic's sake, Veldebon, no one cares what happens in East. Lieutenant Bray was waiting by the bottom of the stairs. She's my deputy, a wide-eyed kid with a lot of promise, but right now it's just promise. She was sitting a little too nonchalantly as she sorted through reports. When I appeared, she looked up, as if I didn't know she'd been listening in. What was that about? She asked. I walked her away from the stairs, keeping my voice low. I want you to reassign some guards, I said. We need better crime reporting in East. We can't expect people to come all the way here to file reports. I want you to pick half a dozen guards and station them in East to collect reports. Ray was already jotting it down on her little pad. What do you expect to find? She asked. Missing persons, I said. Missing or vanishing. It was shift-changing time, and in the distance, I could hear factory whistles sounding. The Laughing Miners advertising man was shouting something merry and incoherent. I found Hilda standing against the palace wall between two of the iron buttresses, wrapped in a threadbare shawl. You came back, she said. I slipped into the alcove with her. There was just room for the two of us. Hey-o! You thought I wouldn't, I asked. I never know what to think. I'd brought a hip flask of whiskey from Keldagrim West. I offered it to her, and she took a swig, silently. You stole money from that lady's coat, I said. You should have told me that. It bought me a bowl of stew, she said. She took another long pull from the flask. So am I in trouble, officer? I'm off duty. She pushed the flask back into my hand, not looking at me. If the blackguard won't help me, why are you here? I raised the flask and felt the fire in my veins. Invigorating. I bet. The blackguard won't help you, I said. But I will. Wow, what a story. Written by John A. September 2009. Hey, the Mather, good evening. You're right. Okay, so in this they do get drunk, which we've seen. That's perfect, Sir Theodore. That's right. That's Chinatown. I mean, Keldagrim East. Awesome. Okay, so let me log back in here. I got booted because I was reading the story. All right. So, get me in. We're in. All right. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. I mean, there's so many iron buttresses. There's so many alcoves. Where are we going to find the commander? All right. So I really want to, I'm in the nice part of Keldagrim now. This is west. Let me see where, this is the Blackguard headquarters, but I want to see if King of the Dwarves, I guess he's in there. All right, let's go talk to him. Yeah. I didn't know if he was still in the alcove with his special lady friend. You know what I mean? All right. Here he is. Guess. What is it, human? Why don't we go for a beer and a kebab? Now, Dr. Incompetent. I'm trying to conduct an investigation, and the Supreme Commander won't release any guardsmen to help me. I'm in. I accept. Let me help. That's very good of you, Dr. Incompetent. Let me explain what's happening. People have been going missing from Keldagrim East. Too many for it to just be coincidence. I mean, granted, people normally went missing in Keldagrim East and we'd find them, you know, face down, drunk and dead in an alcove somewhere. But that's just Keldagrim East. But this is way more than normal. Someone must be abducting them. Do you think the Red Axe is behind it? Do you think... Commander Veldebob, we're under attack. Under attack? Where? By whom? Chaos Dwarves. By the watchtower in the South Mines. Colonel Grenda is engaging them but requests reinforcements. Old Battle Axe needs reinforcements. It must be serious. Dr. Incompetent, welcome to the Blackguard. Let's go. I'm in. I've just been recruited, and I've been moved. And here's a cutscene. Okay. We're moving. I did, Dickman. I did. I was killing some hellhounds in Taverley Dungeon, leveling up my melee skill, and I was using that button anytime I had 50% or more. What's the situation, Colonel? It did make everything die. Like everything around me. Spider, dog, didn't matter. It's dead. Chaos Dwarves, sir. There's one left, but it's holed up in the watchtower. It's got some kind of newfangled weapon. I've lost 6 men. Oh my god. It's lucky I was down here with my squad, Commander. I've told you, we should post more guards down here in the mines. I agree with you, but it's not my decision. Supreme Commander Beastie says we don't have the resources. With all due respect, Commander, that's a load of... I know, Colonel. We could talk about this later. Perhaps in an alcove. Alright, what kind of weapon does the Chaos Dwarf have? I've never seen it before. Could be a special crossbow or a magic staff. Okay, those are very different things. I have a special crossbow. Those dwarves... Yeah, they're shirtless. Okay. If Chaos Dwarves have learned how to use magic, then we're in trouble. Paul, I've got some hand cannons. I got some guns. I got some crossbow pistols. Hey, Crispy Bacon, good evening. Who are you? Colonel Granada, the Blackguard, Keldagrim 1st Regiment. I don't think we've got time for life stories right now. Can you just talk to me about the story behind each piercing, the septum piercing? What were the Chaos Dwarves doing here? I think they were trying to get into the city. If we hadn't caught them, they might have stolen a boat and taken it up the river. What their plans were, I couldn't say. They weren't a large enough force to pose a threat to the city as a whole, but it might have been an advanced scouting party. Alright, I'll deal with the Chaos Dwarf. I'm going in too. Commander, I should be the one going in. You're too valuable to put in danger. I'm too valuable to walk around a damn office all day, Colonel. You'll stay out here in case the Chaos Dwarf makes a break for it. Commander? That's an order, Colonel. Yes, sir. Are you ready, Dr. Incompetent? Yeah, I'm ready. Here we go. Look at these footprints. We all see it. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, yep. Alright, let's go, Colonel. Talk to her. You said you'd deal with the dwarf. Get it, soldier. Okay. Is it up there? On the top floor? Is that what you said? He's holed up there? I can't see it. I'm going up. Alright. Hi. There's Commander Veldabon. There's the Blackguard. Go up. I'm going for it. Chaos Dwarf. It's here. It's gone. Alright, Commander. I don't like this, Dr. Incompetent. Chaos Dwarves aren't known for their inventiveness. For them to have a new weapon like this... What was that weapon? It looks basically like a miniature cannon. The mining companies have been trying to develop them for a while, but I didn't think they'd had any luck. Can't I buy one of those miniature cannons for like a bunch of gold from the above ground outpost that's fighting the goblins? Do you think Red Axe is behind this? That's what I'm worried about. The Red Axe. This day just keeps getting worse. I could use a drink. Oh, they give you a big cannon. Okay. Yeah, Commander Veldabon, we've heard about your hip flask. He dropped a slip of paper. It did? You better pick it up and take a look. One side of the slip has a neatly printed number code. 0009260994C. The other side has a scrawled note. I forgive you. God, that's mysterious. We'll take the bones. I don't like this. Okay. It dropped a slip of paper. Let me see it. This is a Grand Exchange order slip. The companies use them to trade with other cities. This slip will represent an order that's being held at the Grand Exchange in Varick. But I don't understand this note on the other side. I forgive you? Who's forgiving whom? And what's a Chaos Dwarf doing with this slip anyway? Dr. Incompetent, could you do me a favor? Take this slip to the Grand Exchange and see what they know about it. I need to report back to the Supreme Commander in Keldagrim. You can get to the Grand Exchange using the minecart system. I sure can. Alright, buddy. Hey, Sergeant Slaughter. Good evening. I know, Paul. He's like, I need a drink. But shouldn't we? I said... Okay. Yeah, wouldn't that be funny if it was his own handwriting? Like, I forgive you for murdering me. But All right. Let me see here. Use the slip on the clerk. Or talk to the clerk. Hi. Good day. How can I help? Okay, wait. What does it say? No, I did talk to him about the... What do you mean talk to him more? I talked to him. He said... Alright, shucks. Okay. I'll go talk to him again. I guess I misunderstood. Maybe I escaped out of it? Yeah, maybe I clicked out of the conversation and just, like, instead of finishing it. That's probably what happened. You should take that slip to the Grand Exchange in Varric. I'll take it now. Thanks. There's a cart that goes straight from Keldagrim to the Grand Exchange. You could use that to get there. I'll be back at the Blackguard headquarters if you need me. Okay. So I had to... That was a curious dialogue thing. I had to tell him I'm going to take it after he said to take it. And then we got it. Okay. So now I'm going to try it again, but it might not want me to use this. All right. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Can I now... Let me just try to talk to this guy. What's up, dude? I have this dwarven order slip. Your order has been completed. Here are your items. The clerk takes the note and hands you a package. Hey, I leveled up my agility doing that, people. That is called 85 agility. Take that. All right, open the package. Oh my goodness. It's a random set of doodads. All right, what do we get? A boot, a bowl, a turn screw, a rod, a rectangle, a green stone, and a yellow stone. All right. I opened it. I hope the commander's cool with that. I did that. Commander, I opened it. I'm a dwarf. I'm in the Blackguard. You said I was in the Blackguard. You promised me full membership access. All things Blackguard. By the way, I'm just going to check something really fast. Yes. This is what I wanted to see. So here's the Supreme Commander, who is indeed bald, and here's his big desk. And there's his big stack of... I guess he has a book. But he does have papers all over the place. So that's sweet. Okay. And let's talk to... there's the lieutenant. Oh. No. No. Where'd you go? Let me talk to the lieutenant. Hello, visitor. Is there something I could help you with? Where's Commander Veldebon? He went off duty. He said he'd be in the Laughing Miner pub in Keldagrim East, or perhaps one of the alcoves. Alright, let's go check. But we're going to need to, like, clear our throat if he's in an alcove. Alright, so let's see. We're going over to the east, people. I can't wait to check out the pub and see the description. Alright. You gotta make a wish or hold your breath as you go across the bridge. Bad side of town. We made it. Alright. Now let's see here. I need a gathering place. Oh dear. That's not a gathering place. Let's see. This one? I know I went to this bar before. I'm looking for like a pub sign. You gotta... No, that ain't it. That's the workshop. Oh, I did a quest with that. That's where the statue guy is, huh? Or maybe I'm wrong. Alright, and then... Let's see here. This looks good. Alright. I'll know. Yep, there's the painting. Blue sky and an elf. There he is. Sandwich board guy, you're right. Where is that guy? There he is. He's tottering around over there. Alright, Veldebon's here. Look at this. I get to sit at the table with him. Boy, he's deep in his cups, huh? Hello, Dr. Incompetent. Have you been drinking? Do I have my legs crossed in this chair? It looks like I do. That looks like a complicated feat with this armor on, but I got my arms crossed. Not yet, but I'm working on it. What are you doing here? I'm drinking beer. I'm off duty since apparently there's nothing they need me for back at the headquarters. They said I'm going to be off duty for ever. I don't know how to take that. Supreme Commander Beastie has taken me off the case. I'm not to investigate the missing persons anymore. Why did he take you off the case? He said that an investigation was ongoing, but it wasn't a priority. You know why the missing persons aren't a priority? It's because they're from Keldagrim East. They're poor. They're unemployed or they're low-wage laborers. The rich people have the power in Keldagrim. The rich people run the mining companies, and the companies make up the consortium, and the consortium controls the Blackguard. Well, let me just tell you something, just to really put you at ease. It's not like this everywhere. Up on the surface, the rich people don't know that it's exactly the same. If some high-class citizen from Keldagrim West so much as stubs their toe, I have to go over there personally, but when people from Keldagrim East go missing, I'm told it's not a priority. Who's on the case now? Lieutenant Bray. She's not going to get anywhere, though. Don't get me wrong. She's a good kid, but she's not assertive enough. The Supreme Commander can starve her of resources, and she won't complain like I would. Do you think the missing persons are connected to the Chaos Dwarves? I don't believe in coincidence. It's almost too horrible to contemplate, though. Could Chaos Dwarves really be coming into our city and carrying people off under our noses? Do you think Red Axe is involved? The Red Axe? Gothics. What a horrible thought. I need another drink. Would you get me one, Dr. Incompetent? Ask the barmaid for a guardsman's stout. Tell her to put it on my tab. Okay. I guess. His tab has run out. Welcome to the Laughing Miner Pub, human traveler. Oh, I remember this barmaid. Commander Veldebon wants a guardsman's stout. Is the commander okay? He looks in a bad mood. He's just having a bad day. He's been coming in here a lot lately. He used to come in here with his lady friend, but I haven't seen her for a while. In fact, I've seen her outside hanging around Sandwich Board Man. They've been talking a lot lately and getting real close, if you know what I mean. Anyway, here's his drink. That sounds hilarious, Nick Man. Guards is a great title. The barmaid hands you a glass of dark stout. All right. Veldy. Thanks. I got the package. Let me look at that. These are just random items. There doesn't seem to be any kind of sense. They're not random, Veldebon. Don't you see? It's all connected. The red axe, the missing persons, your special lady friend, everything. What do you think about this boot? Looks like the kind of boot that Chaos Dwarf was wearing. It's mass-produced military-style boot. Decent, but not expensive. Why would anyone order a single boot rather than a pair? We're looking for a peg-leg sailor dwarf. What do you think of this bowl? It's not a cooking bowl. I'm guessing it's got some use in industry. Uh-oh. You mean like the crystal meth industry? Look at the rim. It looks like it could form an airtight seal with something. I know a lot about airtight seals. What do you think of this metal rod? I'm guessing that square tip goes into some kind of socket, and then you could turn it using the handle, like a giant key. But a key to what? To your heart, Veldebon? What about the other stuff? What do you think about these green and yellow stones? Ah, I recognize those. Those are minecart switching stones. They slot into a control board to change the points on a minecart track. I don't know what they're doing in the package, though. What about this metal rectangle? Beats me. It could be for any number of things. How about the turn screw? This doesn't look like a standard turn screw. It's designed to fit a particular kind of screw. All right. Let's talk about something else. I didn't know you had a lady friend. What are you talking about? I'm too busy with my work for that sort of thing. I haven't been seeing anyone since before the Battle of Barondir. Is that right? Well, good. I thought this was going to be difficult, but now that you say it that way, I'm just going to come out and say it. I've been seeing a dwarven female named Hilda. She's wonderful. Gemstones for eyes. The barmaid said she'd seen you with someone. She must have been mistaken. I haven't been here except I'm on my own. You're a terrible liar, Veldebon. What was the Battle of Barondir? I don't think anyone who was at the battle came back quite the same. It was a few years ago. The trolls had been attacking our miners, so the Supreme Commander sent a Blackguard regiment to deal with them. I was just a lieutenant at the time. Our commanding officer was Colonel Grimson. He was a real slave driver. The new recruits think Colonel Grenda is bad, but Grimson was 10 times worse. We had to attack a position where the trolls were entrenched. The trolls rained rocks down on us from behind cover and attacked from side tunnels and pits. We lost hundreds of men. There were bodies everywhere, and the smell of blood was... I wish I could forget it. Colonel Grimson led the charge. He burst through the barricades that the trolls had set up, and I saw him in combat with the troll general. We took the cavern, but Grimson kept hacking at the trolls as they fled. He was screaming like a demon, and his whole face was covered in blood from a wound to his forehead. Okay. Then the trolls were gone, but Grimson didn't stop fighting. He attacked anyone who came near him. He wounded several soldiers. Maybe the wound to his head affected his brain. It was just a small scratch to his forehead. Maybe the horrors of battle just pushed him over the edge. I don't know. I made the call. I ordered my squad to subdue him. When we got him back from Keldagrim, there was a court-martial, and he was discharged from the Blackguard. A while later, he disappeared. No one else went berserk like Grimson, but I don't think anyone who was at Barondir has been the same since. Never mind all that, though. It's over. It was just like a blip on the radar, as they say. Thinking about it will do no good. The barmaid said she'd seen you with someone. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's talk about something else. I'm ready to go back to headquarters now. Will you walk me back? Let's go, buddy. Yeah, I'll escort you. You look like you'd fall down if I didn't. Supreme Commander Bisi. Commander Feldabon. Lieutenant, I want to talk to the Supreme Command dude. You can't see him, Commander. Why not? Is he busy? Ha! He can't see me because he's BC. Get it? Like that's his name, and he's all busy, and he's got papers. Because you're drunk, Commander. You shouldn't. Out of my way, Lieutenant. Oh, God. He walked right through her. Supreme Commander BC, I want to talk to you. Feldabon, how dare you barge into my office in this state? My potted plant will never forgive you. I'll barge into your office in whatever state you move it to, you know what I mean? I'm the top dog of the Blackguard. You're the commander of the Keldagrim Blackguard, Feldabon. You work for me. I work for the people of Keldagrim. You work for me, or at least you do when you're sober. You're a corporate something. You only do what they tell you. You don't care about people. That's enough, Commander. You're drunk. Get out of here and sleep this off, and maybe I'll forget about it. You don't care. You don't care about your people. Dr. Incompetent cares. Dr. Incompetent will work it all out. You'll work out on the things in the package what they mean, won't you, buddy? I'm going to bed. I don't feel very good. All right. Oh, God, he is asleep. Luckily, there's beds in here. It's the police station, after all. Hey, what's up, Uber Noob? All right, so what we're going to do is take this operation where it needs to go. So we need to work out the items. So the only clue that I really have is the switch cart. But let's talk to General Bray. She's got a good head on her shoulders, right? Or Lieutenant Bray. She's not a general yet. Can I help you? Can you help me understand the items in the package? All right. What do you think about this boot? That looks like the kind of boot Chaos Dwarves wear. It's got a very distinctive tread pattern. What do you think about the bowl? That's some kind of industrial bowl. It looks like it's heat resistant. Oh, the footprints. Right, Nickman. And it's designed to form an airtight seal with something. Okay. What do you think about this rod? I'm guessing it... Okay, so same thing the other dude said, but a key to what, right? More. Talk to me about the stones. They're minecart switching stones. They slot into a control board. Okay. Rectangle. I don't know, I'm sorry. Turn screw. It's designed to fit a particular kind of screw. I don't think I've seen one like this. Okay. So, let's examine the boot. And the footprints that we saw at the tower will have this distinctive pattern. So let's go there. It all comes back to the footprints. So we got a detective's story on our hands. A mystery. Let's check out these boot prints. Open up. Police business. Keldagrim business. Alright. Yep. Here's the footprints. Okay. Investigate. The soft ground here is marked by prints from dozens of different boots. You could follow the tracks if you knew which type of boot you wanted to follow. Alright, so use the boot on the tracks. You compare the boot to the footprints and identify a trail that was made by this type of boot. Alright. You've already revealed their footprint. Okay. Alright, so investigate this one. You've already revealed it. Okay, let's just follow it. Uh-huh. We're going this way. I'm guessing they're entering from somewhere. A hidden minecart track system, perhaps? What if they lead right to this guy, the ferryman? What, me? Oh God, you got me. Alright. I see where they're going. This way. And look at this. They're all circling this several times. Examine the fire. Lighting for the caves. Then they go this way. And then over here. Have you seen anything funky over here, buddy? And then... Huh. It appears to dead end over here. But how could that be? What's this? This looks suspicious. Examine the wall. An ordinary wall. You don't even know why you're examining it. Nothing to see here. Okay. Fair enough. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, Paul, that's what I was trying. Like, if I had a keyhole, but I think there's something going on with this fire. Let me look at that. Like, why would there be all these prints around the fire? Do I need to heat something up? Okay. The bowl fits snugly over the fire, forming an airtight seal. Now, why would I need to do that? Alright, it fit. Examine it. I covered it. Does that reveal something? Okay. Let's see. No, that didn't do anything. All right. Okay. So I used the bowl on this. and it formed an airtight seal, which means I guess there's, no heat or no light. It put it out. Oh, now that there's no air, I can get down there. I see. Okay, you remove the bowl. The fire has been starved of air and has gone out. Amid the ashes, you see a square socket. Ah, now we got it. Use the rod on the fire pit. The rod slots into the square socket at the bottom of the fire pit. Okay, and then turn the rod. You hear a mechanism beneath your feet trigger as you turn the handle. All right. Now it opened. Hey, Heathron. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you. We're going in. We're in. New room. New chamber. God's name is going on down here. All right. Big open area. Minecarts. Control rod. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. So, use the stone on the machinery. All right. Oh, no, there's only one at a time. Okay. Let me then... I don't know which one I need right now, so let me control it. Remove the green stone, yeah. I don't know what I need to put in there, so let me kind of look around. Let's just ride it without anything and see what happens. You're going to need both hands free to ride this minecart. Okay. Sure, buddy. Here we go. The junction is not set. It takes you back to the start. Okay. I'm going to be able to control the cart without someone. Maybe I should see if Veldabon is awake. Oh. Alright, let's go tell him. Return to Keldagrim. Oh, it takes me right back there. That's very friendly. Alright. Did he wake up yet? He's back. Hello, I got fired, man. Are you in trouble? Oh, I bet I am. I'm sure later today the Supreme Commander will call me into his office and I'll have to grovel for my job. It was stupid of me to say what I said, but that doesn't mean I was wrong. I'll worry about that later, though. Have you discovered anything? How are you feeling, buddy? I felt better. I'll be alright, though. I found a secret door in the mines. I knew it. That must be how the Chaos Dwarves are getting into the city. You gotta show me. Are you ready to go now? Let's go. I'll show you. Oh, okay. I'll show you. It's this way. I'm working with the big boy, Commander Veldabon. You see, I went this way, and then I opened the door, and then there were all these footprints, and I used the boot, and I knew which way to go, and then I used some stuff, and you'd be really impressed. I did all this. I was wondering if the commander would surge. He did not. Look at this big cave. You guys could really expand in here. This place, it looks familiar. You think you've been here before? I don't remember coming here, but somehow I feel like I have. It's probably nothing. Do you think the Red Axe built this place? Honestly, any of the companies might have done it. It's industry for the sake of industry. You've got a factory churning out cart tracks, so you need to lay it out somewhere. Let's get on with the job. I love that it's industry for the sake of industry. They're like, yeah, look, we can't make more track and make more money if we can't lay the tracks. So just go blow up something and we'll put tracks everywhere. Gotcha. Yes. What do you think about this area? I'm not sure. All right. So I'm going to put one in. I'm just going to use the green first and put it in there. And then control it. The board controls the junctions on the track. You slot green and yellow stones to change direction. You take the stones and man the board. I'll ride the cart. Good idea. All right. Let's get in. Okay, you've reached the junction. Which stone should I use? Green me. It just leads like straight off a cliff. Commander! Looks like you hit a dead end. Oh man, whoever built this track is awesome. Alright, then you're gonna have this one loop-de-loop, you see? And then it just goes into a dead end. We'll make lots of track. Alright, yellow me. Alright, well, I honestly can't see, so yellow me again, I guess. Oh, God, I picked the wrong one, Commander. Alright, bring me back. I'm glad there's a bring me back function. Alright. Hit it. We're going yellow. This time it's going to be green. Alright, so green is going to go to a dead end either way. So yellow me. Yellowstone. Popular television show. Alright, well... Okay. So green would go here, and it either goes here, or it loops around and then goes back. So that doesn't seem good. But then yellow would actually just take me here, or it goes around over here. So I'll try yellow. Green me. Oh my God, look at all those people in a jail cell. We gotta save them. Oh no. Where you got me going now, Commander? This crazy ride keeps going. Alright, what's my choice? Okay, let's look at this. If I were to go yellow, it could go this way. Oh, gee, I don't know. I'm going to go yellow. Uh-oh. Okay, well, it's got to be yellow. Green is round and around forever. Unless it turns you around and I need to turn around, which would be diabolical. Yes, yellow. Can you imagine if I chose green right there? And he's like, I gotta bring you back. So when you guys originally did this quest, with the draw distance that the game had, could you zoom out like that? Or was it like you just had no idea and you just guessed yellow or green and then wrote it down on a piece of paper which way you had to go? Open that bridge. Okay. We're over here, Commander. Oh my God, are you seeing this? Open the door. Is Hilda in here? Your special lady friend? Who's this? I mean, is the F silent? Is it like Fajoila? Or is it Joyla? Brunald, have you seen Brunald? Who is Brunald? He's my husband. Chaos Dwarfs took him deeper into the base. Do you know where he is? We'll do our best to find him, ma'am. How did you get here? Chaos Dwarfs kidnapped us. They broke into our house at night and carried us off. Bruno tried to fight them, but he's not as young as he used to be, and he couldn't. I'm so worried about him. You've got to make sure he's safe. What did the Chaos Dwarves want with you? I don't know. They didn't ask us any questions. They just dumped us in here, and they've been taking us one by one. They took Bruno. Please, you have to find him. Okay, I'm gonna get him. You gotta go back to Keldagrim. Now, there's a really convoluted cart track system. You could take that, or I've lowered a bridge. The choice is yours. Now, rough and tough accent does make sense for East Keldagrim, but his name is Brunel, so I had to go with some kind of like, it just sounded like it would be some quasi-German Scandinavian, and her name was like Froila. Okay. You should get back to Keldagrim. But what about Brunald? Please, ma'am, get back to Keldagrim. We'll find Hilda. So he's Bruno who can read. You told the prisoner we'd look for Hilda. Oh, God. His special lady friend. I did. I meant to say we're going to find... that must have slipped out. I'm a little bit drunk. I meant to say Bruno. Hey, Heathrun, thank you for subscribing, my friend. I appreciate that. So it's Bruno that can read. I don't know what's getting into me. Something about this place makes me feel like I've heard the name before, but I still can't place it. Is it possible that I've forgotten her? I don't normally forget things. Now, here's what's going on, right? Nickman reminded me there was an ogre mage that used a spell that made me forget, so maybe there's some memory altering stuff going on here. That seems to be within the sphere of the Chaos Dwarf situation. But here's the deal. Think about this. I'm just going to lay this out here, a little theory. Commander Veldebon is actually General Grissom. And when he went crazy with the blood all over his face, he forgot things, and he's like, can't remember really. He changed his name. He uses makeup to conceal the scar on his forehead. Hey, Jacob, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Or at least I don't think I do. All right. Let's get over here. And Looks like we've got some switches. Yes. Did I meet General Grissom? Is he the bad guy? Is he one of the baddies? Okay. Is he the leader of the Red Axe? What do you think about this area? I'm not sure. It looks familiar. All right. Turn the switch. This door, I remember it. I remember this switch. It's starting to come back. The door needs 2 people to open it, so I must have come here before with someone else. Perhaps I came through here with Hilda. There's something important on the other side of this door, something we found, something that happened. I just can't remember what. So it's good. The other side of the door is good. What happens is we go over there, one of us gets kidnapped, the other gets memory wiped. Alright, Commander, you first. Well, it's open. I suppose we'll find out what happened next. Let's do it. Let's find out what happened. I still got this turn screw. Oh, God. There's the ogre. That must be Brunald. We gotta rescue him. He's too closely guarded now. If we follow him, we might have a chance later.
Please. What are you doing? You've got the wrong dwarf. Look, do what you want to me, just let Fiola go, please.
Quiet, little dwarf.
No. What are you doing? I can't think. Fiola, don't hurt.
Oh, God, they bapped him. Man, look at the points on those Chaos Dwarf helmets. And the beady red eyes. Oh, my goodness. Listen to me. You are Chaos Dwarf.
I am Chaos Dwarf.
You worship Zamorak, god of chaos.
I worship Zamorak, god of chaos.
You serve Red Axe.
I serve Red Axe.
Hail Zamorak.
Hail Zamorak.
I know, Heathron. It kind of like, it resembles the World War I German helmet, but with like way more spike. Do not fear. Do not doubt. Do not hesitate. You go to next station now. It is salon. They trim your beard. What are they doing? It's like that spell wiped his mind. I've seen this before. I know I have. Right. Step into the machine. This will only hurt quite a lot. You know what's so great? This is like, I mean, what kind of a quest is this? We've got gnomes, we've got ogres, we've got regular dwarves, we've got chaos dwarves, we've got human intervention. I mean, we're bringing out all the stops here. If somebody from, like, one of the fairies from the moon comes in, I don't even know what I'm going to do.
I not fear. I not doubt.
Good, good. Into the machine, please. Oh my god, look at that barrel spinning. Oh, it looks like the Castle of Grayskull on the front there. Good, good. Transformation complete. On to the next station, please. I like how this gnome technician is so polite. He's like, please. The guy's been mind warped. They're turning him into a chaos dwarf. And I've seen this before. I remember it. They turned her into a chaos dwarf. I've seen this before. If love breaks the spell of chaos dwarfery, if you call it a spell, I'm going to be pleased. Whoa, that's a big spinning machine.
Hilda, no!
Red Axe Director. Who's that? Talking about Hilda. Oh my god, there's Colonel Grimson. There's his scar.
It's that Blackguard commander. How'd he get in here again? Guards, don't let him escape!
Oh, they're gonna let him escape. Oh, do I get to control this? Okay. Oh, this guy's shooting at me. Okay. Oh, wait, where's my sword? Here, use the sword. Okay. The man is dead. Commander, what you doing in here? You hiding? Search the bookcase. The volumes are full of grand exchange order forms with order slips removed. Most orders are for raw materials and machine components. A desk to work on. Indeed. Oh my god, look at this bureaucracy. They've got a Xerox machine. They're making millions of order forms. What's going on here? Alright. Kill this guy. That guy's dead. Power stab. Take that. Their screams are hilarious. Okay, they look like they're infinitely spawning. I'm gonna go over here. Oh, did I need to check in with him? My bad. Okay. I'm just gonna kill Chaos Dwarfs for a long time. I thought he was cowering. Are you alright, dude? I'm sorry! Oh, what does his face look like that for? You blew our cover. I'm sorry, it all came back to me. I remember what happened now. I was here before with Hilda. We got in, but we were spotted. We were trapped in this office. They knew people would notice if I disappeared, so they wiped my memory and dumped me back in Keldagrim. But Hilda... Guthix, poor Hilda. She was just a nobody from Keldagrim East. That's what they said. She wouldn't be missed. So they turned her into a Chaos Dwarf. Just like they're doing with all the other poor dwarves they're kidnapping from Keldagrim East.
Vildabon!
Grimson, you killed her. You killed Hilda.
Did I?
She was alive and well when I last saw her.
Alive and well and eager to serve the Zamizam.
Where is she?
Oh, we sent her to Keldagrim to get more prisoners. We made her into a hand cannoneer.
But oh, that raiding party didn't return. It looks like your Blackguard soldiers killed her. Oh my god, that's who I killed on the top of the tower? where it said, I forgive you? That was Hilda? Oh, no. I feel terrible. I did it. Oh, my gosh. It's Chinatown all over again. Oh. Maybe you killed yourself. Maybe your friend, Dr. Incompetent, killed her. Oh, no, that wasn't me. Grimson, I'll kill you. Yeah, she forgives me. That's right, she wasn't Hilda anymore. You can't escape. We'll do the same thing to you that we did to Hilda. You'll serve us faithfully, and you'll never remember that you were once Veldemon of the Black Guard. Dr. Incompetent, you killed her. I mean, technically that's true. You killed Hilda. You know what, actually though, Veldemon? You killed Hilda by not putting General Grimson down when you had the chance, and only weakly ordering that he be subdued with ropes and allowing him to be court-martialed. This is on your doorstep. Yeah, that wasn't Hilda. She was gone by then. You're right. She was gone. They'd already killed her. But she did leave us that package. This room is full of Grand Exchange order slips. She could have made up an order with items she knew would help me get into the base again. Then she kept the order slip on her when she was transformed, knowing that I would find it when she was killed. Yeah, it's like she gave us the tools. That's pretty sweet. The Red Axe are outlawed. How can they order things? You think the Grand Exchange cares who orders what? Besides, they don't need to put Red Axe on the slips. Everything is done with numbers. How do the order slips work? You write the items you want and payment details on the slip. The machine in the corner cuts the slip up. The main part goes to the Grand Exchange. You keep the slip and show it to the exchange clerk to get the items. Could I use the slips to get free stuff, please? I mean, I can't believe you'd think about that right now. I thought we dwarves were meant to be the materialistic ones. Look, it's not just you that's materialistic. We're all materialistic, so let me in on the action. Anyway, no, you can't. You'd still have to provide payment details. For you, it'd just be a more complicated way of using the Grand Exchange. There's still some other things in the package. There are? Looks like Hilda was a clever one. She must have known we'd be trapped in here again, and she gave us things we could use to escape. We could get out of here, and with our memories too. We've just got to work it out. Alright, so really all that I have left is the turn screw and the metal rectangle. So why don't I use this on the sorting machine? The metal rectangle is exactly the same size as one of the order slips. It slides inside the machine and jams its working. You've stopped the machine, now what? Use the turn screw on it. Oh, okay. That's what. You unscrew the machine and move it from the wall. You did it. We could get through the hole. Yeah, that's what I do. I solve problems. Alright. Let's get in here, buddy. Let's ride away. Or do I need to talk to him first? Alright. You've done it. Now we can get into those minecarts and ride out of here. Alright, ride it. Nothing interesting happens. So I gotta ride the front one? You're gonna need both hands for... Oh god, okay, right. Both hands. Right, get out of here. Alright, go. Alright, I gotta be in the front. I'm getting Silverhawk credit for this. Here we go. Oh my god, it's one of these again. Oh, okay, well this is actually pretty good. Takes us right back here. Pull the lever. We made it. Now we've got to get back to warn the consortium. We will, buddy. We will. Sometime later. Veldebon, commander of the Black Guard in Keldagrim, presenting himself to the consortium with a guest. Commander Veldebon, we've all read your report. It makes for worrying reading, says the blue opal director. Purple pewter director says, if it's true. Commander Veldebon is my most senior officer. We could trust his word, says the supreme commander. Do you have anything you'd like to add to your report, Commander? The Red Axe is a serious threat. We need to step up our defenses. Yes, that was agreed. I believe Supreme Commander Bisi has assigned a Blackguard division to the problem. Yes, the 1st Regiment under Colonel Grenda will hold the entrance you found and keep Chaos Dwarves from approaching the city. That deals with the entrance, but what if they find another way in? We need to deal with this threat at its source. Assault the Red Axe stronghold? I hardly think the problem is serious enough to warrant... Serious enough? What is wrong with Silver Cog? Like, there's a rogue element of the consortium that's out there turning dwarves into chaos dwarves to attack the city. And he's like, it's not that serious. Commander, don't interrupt the company leaders. As I was saying, I hardly think the problem's serious enough to warrant a military assault. After all, no one important went missing. No one important? Veldebon? Commander Veldebon, I understand that one of the missing persons was important to you, but you must not allow that to cloud your judgment. And our judgment is that the people from the East are pretty much fodder for this scheme, and if they have to go to support the Red Axe Chaos Dwarf master plan, then that's fine. I really won't even lose a moment's sleep over it. They wiped her memory and turned her into a Chaos Dwarf. An investigation into the Red Axe's current activities is ongoing. Don't give me that. I'm head of the Keldagrim Blackguard. If there's an investigation, I should be leading it. You're as bad as the Red Axe, all of you. Veldebon, I've had enough of this, Supreme Commander. I'm resigning from the Blackguard. I threw it down. Veldebon, I'll get to the bottom of this without you if I have to. Dr. Incompetent, thanks for your help. I'll contact you if there's anything else you can do. Wow. That ended on a bang. He was 2 weeks from retirement, was Veldebon. There goes the pension. We've completed it. Fire-making experience. We've got access to the Chaos Dwarf battlefield and North Keldagrim mining area. We can wield the hand cannon. 2 treasure hunter keys. We did it. Oh. Got a little strength experience. It's great. And fire-making, for that matter. Yeah, they do get really good. My goodness. They've got a little bit of everything, don't they? Murder, mistering, kidnapping, intrigue, class warfare. Oh my goodness. So, let me ask you this. Can I do a Wowoge, or is his name red because I still need more cooking skill to do it? Let's go check it. $70 cooking is what I need? Oh, I'm not there. My cooking is at 63. Okay. Yeah, I did Monkey Madness. Monkey Madness, if I'm not mistaken, was the longest quest I did on stream. It took the most streams to complete, if I'm thinking correctly. Is that the one where you have to go through that caves like a million times? Okay. Do I still have any elder cows somewhere? I don't know what that means. But here's what I've got. A bunch of items that should go in my bank, like this boot. Watch this, everybody. I'm going to destroy quest items. How about that? Cows from the farm? I don't know. Oh, the I've grown. Oh God, no. If I have no cows. It's all spiders, chompas, and dragons. Those were Hilda's bones. We gave her a nice place. Right there. Next to the lodestone in Lumbridge. She can rest in peace now. Okay, so then let's look at the next quest. Buy 2 cows, put them in pens, and let them grow. And meet you in the Seer's village. Okay. Within the Light is the next quest here, which is a elven quest. Alright, so we'll go buy some cows. I know, that's unreal, Sir Theodore. Let me just make sure I don't have any animals. Nah, I don't got it. Unless they're in my storm shed or whatever. Alright. Does it matter which kind of cow I get? Candarin, chocolate, strawberry, or vanilla? Oh, I could just buy them with beans? Okay, great. Beans I have. So many beans. Alright, so animals. What I need is a cow and a bull. Or do I just need 2 cows, no bull? I guess I don't need to breed them. I just need... Am I just getting milk or something? Or am I trying to get... Well, you tell me. Just 2 cows? Alright, got them. Alright, here we go. Shelly and Charlene. And, which type of pen do they go in? Big one? Medium? The large pens? Okay. One in each? Okay. So, I just need to take out my dragons for now, I guess. Got a little farming experience. All right. Now, do I need to feed these animals? 99 farming, Paul. All right, so we'll check animals. All right. Charlene is in. Got it. Let me put these dragons in my, in here, I guess. All right. Sears Village. Okay. Empty inventory. Sears Village. You got it. We're going. All right. I'm in. I'm following. Don't try anything. I've got a very, very large sword. All right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. There's a very important castle there. Uh-huh. So for cooking training, buy a full inventory of milk from this girl. Okay, I got it. Then come to the churn. And make cream cheese. Okay. Ah, Sinclair swirling. I see. So this is a good way for me to boost up my cooking so we can help a Wowoge. My cooking is currently level 63, so this is going to take quite some time. So once you buy all her milk, you just go to another world and buy it, and then keep going. But this is 4 times faster if your cows are fully grown. Why is that? Because I don't have to come here and buy it. I can just use my own cows or something? Okay, let's talk about the review. So what Sir Theodore is asking for is a quest review of the dwarf quest that we just did. Honestly, I thought that quest was fantastic. I would give that a 4.5 out of 5. The reason I would rate that quest so highly is the short story at the beginning was amazing. Sir Theodore, thank you for making sure that I read that, because it just really set the mood for the quest and the whole wild noir element of it. Then I loved that the quest mostly teleported you, like, which was very convenient. So there were these quality of life features in it. It wasn't too obtuse, and it had cool cutscenes, nice backstory, interesting interaction, and you learn a lot about, obviously the politics and the social dynamics in Keldagrim, and then we further this business of Zamorak somehow being involved with the dwarves and turning them into chaos dwarves and the Red Axe group and this, former commander, General Grimson. Unbelievable. Yeah, the mystery was awesome. It was really cool. And it just, at this point, when I'm doing questing, oh, I see. If you have the farm perk, you can make churning experience more. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's your favorite of the dwarf quest. I could see why. Oh, she won't buy it. Ouch. I guess I just go to the bank or just drop it all or something. It actually sells decently well. Hi, Ambition. Sorry, I don't have the answer to that, but somebody else might. All right, so I will grand exchange. And we can sell this. I'll tell you what, I could use magic notepaper and note all the cream cheese to sell it, make a, nice profit. I've got a lot. Okay. So you go to settings, interfaces, inventory, shift click. I already have shift click to drop items turned on. That's right. I forgot about that. So I could just shift click to drop all of them. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? Actually, let me look at myself. Right. Okay. Another thing is, I can get the orbs for my bonus experience to make it a little faster too. So I'm getting like each pulse is 80 bonus experience, but if I and 160 total. But if I move over here and then I use this on all of this, then I can go to currencies and go to oddments and purchase cinder cores, and then wear these, and then use this. Maybe I get a little bit more. Wait for the cows to be fully grown so that you get more experience. That makes sense. So let's see what I'm getting per pulse here with the orb out. Right, so I get 200 bonus experience when I have the cinder core out. So it's a huge amount of experience. All right, I'm going to set an XP target. No, I need to set a level target. All right, Awowoge, we're going to try to save you. So we're 9% of the way there. You know, not bad. Oh, you can put it on an action bar and right-click, left-click repeatedly? Okay. See, look at that. Already got it. Just sitting here. Oh yeah, how do you get that cooking outfit? Gnome Stronghold? Oh, from the restaurant? Oh, well, I don't know about pretty involved. You can't just buy it from them? Look at that. Now, here, let's try this. Got it. All right. Well, Gnome Stronghold I usually get to, like... I guess maybe there's a fairy ring. $2? You mean I just buy it from somebody, right? You're being facetious. I know you are. You're trying to trick me. Glider from Al Kharid. Oh, okay. You don't buy it, you earn it? Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, I'm in Gnome Stronghold, so I gotta talk to the restaurant? All right, let's see. Hi, Mr. John. So what'd you think of the book? I'm not too sure about toad's legs. They're a gnome delicacy. Very tasty. Chicken tastes like toad's legs, you know? You'll love them. If I give you what you need, can you make some more toad crunchies? I'll give it a go. Oh, I didn't really want that. Oh my god, they gave me all this stuff. Oh, I gotta do the thing? Okay. I don't remember all the steps, but, Okay, half prepared. All right, then. Oh, okay, cool. That's right. I got him. All right, then I talk to the guy again. Oh, wait. Use it on the Equileaves? Okay, use this on Equileaves. Oh, right. There we go. Hi. No problem. It was easy. Not bad. Okay, now for something you might prefer. Try making some chocolate chip crunchies. They're my favorite. Here's everything you need. Okay. Alright, so we use the dough on here. Alright, so we use this, and then we're going to prepare half-made chocolate. There you go. No, come back. Alright. I know, it's making me hungry too, actually. Here's the final touch, buddy. Hello. Here you go. Yes, I'm really impressed. Okay. A toad batter. Let me know when it's ready. Oh god. Okay, so use this on the batter. Use this on that. No, not too hard at all. Make it. All right. I guess it doesn't need anything else. All right. Hello. Sorry. So where's my batter? Here you go. That was no problem. That's very good. Very nice. Let's see if you can make a cheese and tomato batter. Okay. I can do that. I can make this. Exactly, Heath Run. They sure did. They're everywhere. They love it. All right, cook it up. Oh no, I ate the Equileaves. I meant to use it. Don't. I think you can probably give it to me again, or can I trade you? You got these Equas? Yes. Okay. Phew. Let's not talk about this. There we go. Alright. We don't need to tell the boss man about that little incident. Hello. It's actually really good. How about this? I think you may well be ready for real cooking. I'm happy to give you my recommendation to Junior, if that's what you want. Great, thanks. Well, your training with me is over. Are you interested in some work? I may be. You're almost ready to do some work for my son. He's in charge of our new family venture, Gnome Food Delivery. There's good tips to be made if you make and deliver gnome foods, though you may have to travel all over Gillinor to fulfill some of the other orders. However, some of the orders a lift gets are for gnome cocktails, so if you want to work for Lufty, you'll need to undergo some basic cocktail training. Go and have a chat with him. He's not that scary. Thanks for your help. Oh, one last thing. My special dough can occasionally be tricky to get hold of. I wouldn't want to stop you from cooking gnome delicacies for one of dough. He gives you a voucher for 100 balls of the dough. That should last you for a small while, huh? That's all the free dough I'm going to give you, so don't waste it. Thanks. Okay. So now we need to go talk to Lufty. Okay. at the drink place. Oh, I thought I was going to the bar. Okay. My fault. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Yes, tell me more. First of all, you'll need some basic gnome cooking and cocktail making training. Go and talk to my father and Blurberry and do what they want you to do. Okay. Yeah, so I gotta talk to Blurberry. Alright, so we can get different jobs. Okay. We'll get the cocktail training. Not a problem. We know where to go for this. Hello. Hello, traveler. If you're looking for a cocktail, a barman will happily make you one. Oh, if you're looking for some training, I'll help you. I'll give it a go. Excellent. It's not an easy job. I'll have to try you out first. I'm sure you'll be great, though. Here, take this cocktail guide. The book tells you how to make all the cocktails we serve. I'll tell you what I need and you can make them. Sounds easy enough. Take a look at the book and come talk to me. All right, so here's the cocktail recipes. The Blueberry Special. Here's all the... You can make this at home with some vodka, gin, brandy, lemons, and an orange. And equa leaves, of course. The Drunk Dragon, the Fruit Blast, the Pineapple Punch, the Short Green Guy, hilarious. Wizard Blizzard, this is awesome. All right. Wait, come back. Hello. You ready to make it? I'm ready, dude. All right. Start with a Fruit Blast. Here, you'll need these ingredients, but I'm afraid I can't give you any more if you mess up. Okay. All right. So let's look at this. Didn't I have to make a cocktail for Recipe for Disaster? I feel like it was this. Anyway, mix the ingredients together in the cocktail shaker. Shake well and pour into a glass. And then top with fresh lemon. Okay, so it's use the orange on the cocktail shaker. Try mixing in the cocktail shaker. Oh, okay. Pineapple, lemon, orange. That's... Wait. Is that what I want? Let me look at this again. I need slices of lemon. Okay. Oh, he gave me 2 lemons. Okay, great. All right, done. And then slice the lemon. Chop it. And then pour the mixed blast. And then I added the finishing touches. Here you go, dude. So where's my fruit blast? Here you go. He takes a sip. Not bad at all. Now, can you make me a pineapple punch? I can give you what you need, but again, I won't be able to give you any more if you make a mistake. I got it, dude. Alright, so again, let's look at this. Oh, you're right. So 2 pineapples, an orange, and a lemon for the base part. And then chunks of pineapple and a diced lime. And a single slice of orange. Goodness, okay. Or no, wait. Here, tried to make this, and then mixed punch. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to hmm. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I can make I guess I make lime chunks and pineapple chunks and then pineapple slices. Let me look at this again. Lime chunks, pineapple chunks, and a slice of orange. You're right. Okay. So let's see. I need to lime chunk. Pineapple chunk. Sliced orange. Did it. Hi. How you faring with the pineapple punch? Here you go. He takes a sip. Not bad. I can certainly sell drinks of that quality. Okay then, let's try something with real booze in it. Make me a wizard blizzard. All right. So, the wizard blizzard is pineapple chunks, lime. Okay. Mixed blizzard. Hit me. Diced pineapple and sliced lime. All right. So slice. There we go. Hello. How'd it go with the Wizard Blizzard? Here, try some. Well, that's both wizardy and blizzardy. You're quite a bartender. Okay, let's test you once more. Make me a short green guy, then we'll see if you have what it takes. A what? He's got the ingredients. All right. So, mixed short green guy. Okay. Sliced lime and equal leaves. All right, so slice it. Did it. Hello. You got my green guy? Here you go. He takes a sip. Oh, that's a frisky little number. Very tart. How it should be. Excellent. Well, I'm happy to recommend you to the Guianis. You're truly a gnomish bartender now. Great. So, Senior says you finished your training with him, so I think you're ready to do some work for Junior. He's in charge of the food delivery service. I've heard there's some good tips to be had, or made, if you make and deliver gnome foods. Though you may have to travel over Gilnor. Right. Sounds interesting. Go and have a chat with my young Junior, and he'll fill you in with the details. All right. So let's go. All right, let's see what he says. Hello. Tell me more. Once you're working for us, I'll give you a choice of either an easy or a hard job, and then I'll ask you to make a piece of gnome cuisine and tell you who ordered it with some information on how to find them. Don't take too long. The order is only valid for a short period of time. If you complete this delivery successfully, you'll be given a tip by the customer and credit towards your own free delivery token. Okay. I'm ready to take on a job now. Let's see. I'll warm up with an easy one. He wants a short green guy. Okay. And Ermin is southeast of the stronghold. All right. Hey, Michael, good evening. Good to see you. You better get a move on. The clock is running. Okay. So, I need to get the ingredients for this. All right, so I got to go buy them from the guy? Or... I need to buy... I wonder if I can just have him give me the ingredients. No. Oh, you're showing me where to go. Over here. Okay. Oh, trade. Who's this guy? Oh, okay. Great. I need to look at the ingredients. So we need vodka and 3 limes. Cook it. Oh, I need a glass. There we go. We got it. Okay. It says southeast of the stronghold. All right, let's go. It does. It does give a lot of experience once you get... Well, actually, it gives okay experience, but what I'm trying to do, Ubernub, is get an outfit that will give me even more experience. Ermin. Okay. I need a man named Ermin. Or a woman. South of the agility course. Okay. I don't know where. Okay. Oh, there he is. Sweet. Okay, talk to him. You hand over your shot, the short green guy to Ermin. Thank you. I'll take a few minutes from spinning to enjoy this. Okay. He gives me a few coins. You have a credit towards your free delivery token. You're not eligible to get gnome food delivery to you yet. Okay. So, hard ones are better? I can only imagine. I wanted to do a nice, easy one. So now can I buy the outfit? Or do you need to, like, get more credits? Oh, I see. So you have to, like, get a chance of getting the outfit by doing these. Okay. Yes, Michael. I think you should. It's free to try out. And it definitely has grind. Okay, 2 hours of this to get the full outfit. Okay, you weren't joking. All right, well, cool. Well, I started it, and we know what we need to do. And that's a really interesting side bit. I had no idea about this. Nice, Michael. Well, I would definitely give it a shot. 6 pieces for the outfit total. Makes sense. Sweet. Well, everybody, what did we do? We worked on a dwarven missing dwarves case and found out that the chaos dwarves are not messing around. Red Axe is still here. Zamorak's involved. All manner of nastiness. We also are trying to help a Wobogay, but we need to raise our cooking, and to do that, we're trying to maybe earn this outfit. So that's pretty fantastic. And next time, we're going to be doing Within the Light, picking up with this quest to work with the elves. Everyone, it is indeed my bedtime, so I want to say thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I hope you all have an excellent evening or day, and we'll be playing some Space Engineers tomorrow if you want to go out into space, or actually we're going to be trying to escape from Mars, as it were. Dower Beast, good to see you, my friend. Michael, Nickman, Episcocat, Alex, Sir Theodore, Heathrun, Ambition, Paul, everybody out there. Take care. Have a great one.